Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Jamie Spearman. I'm an independent designer with Couture, and you are watching my business page. I'm going to really quickly send this over to my VIP group. I know I'm live quite early. I have some stuff going on. I wasn't even sure if I was going to get to go live today, but I am here and I am ready to go. What's today's date? The 13th. Some exciting stuff going on. Well, first, let me start off with today is Tuesday, and so normally I talk about Club Couture. I'm not going to demo Club this time, but I am going to talk about Club. Club is our subscription box that you get an exclusive B-size transfer, 3-page singles that go along with it, and you also get a flat rate shipping off my chalk site on your first order, and then the second order and so on for that month is a certain cost. There is a membership fee to be a club member, but you get all of that included, and your kit, which is your transfer and your paste singles, do ship for free. Also, if you would like to know more about that, please comment Club below and I would love to talk to you about that. But tomorrow I will not be live. I have to leave and go 2 hours south to an eye doctor appointment for my son. So I will not be live tomorrow. And tomorrow, normally I would talk about Watts of Love Wednesday. Well, Watts of Love is our nonprofit organization that Chalk has teamed up with. And we give lights to those who are impacted by storms or people who live in countries where there is no electricity and there is dangerous lighting sources. This helps them get out of poverty and helps them become entrepreneurs. There's so many good things from Watts of Love. If you want to know more about Watts of Love, comment Watts below and I will talk to you about that. You can also go to my chalk site at www.chalkcouture.com/Jamie Springman, and you can check out about Watts of Love there too. Today we are going to demo something kind of out of the box, as weird as that sounds, with our box frames. So I have these 5x5 box frames. I love my 5x5 box frames. They look really cute sitting on a shelf. And so we are going to actually create something with our box frames, but we're not going to create something that we normally would with our box frames. I mean, this transfer does have a coordinating this transfer has a coordinating surface that goes with it, but we are not going to be making the leaves on a leaf cutout. We're going to use our box frames instead. Just something a little different that we can put on a shelf and then we can change it out. I like that idea. So I'm also going to use the colors from the palette pack of fall, which our fall palette pack is super, super cool. But I'm going to use the paste jars because I obviously have them in jars instead of the packets. But the packets will be added to the cart link. Cart links have been screwing up here lately since we have put our new chalk site up. If you are having an issue with any links that I have sent, please let me know so that I can inform corporate and I can also fix it for you or send you an actual link that you need. We are going to wax these because they are wood. And the transfers that we're going to do are our small leaves, and we're going to do our little acorns, which are these right here. I was going to do the big one, but the big one will not fit on the box frame. All right, I'm going to move you guys down so you guys can see. I might have moved you a little bit too far down. Let me see. There you go. All right, so of course we're going to fuzz this, do all the things. We are going to get ready to wax this. Our wax has no scent, and so you can use it inside and not have to worry. You always want to go with the grain of the wood. Always, always, always. Doesn't take much to wax the surface. I always like working with the white side, but I am going to actually end up painting this back side, and I'll probably do something that is either Halloween or I will do something that is Christmas. So I can just take the little leaves down and change them for the season. That's one of the great things about our box frames is that they are double-sided. Super, super easy, a lot of fun to make. And we are going to work with the leaf pattern. If you don't like the box frame idea, of course, I recommend that you buy the leaf cutouts. I just didn't have any available with me right now. Mine are actually down in my studio, and I forgot to grab them. So I was like, let's see, how can we create these on something different than just the surface that it comes with? And that's one of the beautiful things about Couture is you can actually create so many different things on so many different surfaces. You can use ink to do it on fabrics. You can do paste on wood, chalkboards, canvas, so many things, so many. I was trying to think of what pattern I wanted to do. I think I'm going to do this pattern with the oak leaf. I think we'll do this acorn, and we'll probably do this pattern with this other oak leaf. I don't know. We'll see. So the colors I'm using from the Fall Palette Pack are Shimmer Harvest, I'm using Shimmer Copper, and I'm using Camel. If you feel like you're going to make a bunch of them, I always recommend that you get the jar because the jars just last longer. But if you're not going to make them quickly, our jars do have a shelf life. Just an FYI. I'm checking to see if I can get this on here. It's a little bit too close for my comfort. All right, I'm going to buff these out. You always want to buff that out, and that's just to ensure that the wax isn't sitting on there and it's actually in the actual wood. All right, now that I have wax all over my fingers. We are going to start with our cute little acorn. I always write on the back just because I want to make sure that I know how it goes back on its back sheet, and I know what back sheet it goes back onto because I make a bunch of projects all at once. So sometimes I have transfers that are sitting and drying, and they are not back on their backer sheet. So with this one, we are actually going to use, I think we're going to use, let's see. You can see this is a little bit big for this space, but it's on there. It's perfectly fine. I did move you guys down too far. I'm gonna move you up just slightly so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay. So I think with this one we are going to use Shimmer Copper, which is a shimmery copper color, but it does have a little bit of glitter in it, so you want to push down and make sure that you're pushing pretty hard. I'm trying this so you guys can see what I'm doing. Our shimmers do have glitter in them. However, this is not a glitter that's going to stick on everything and it's going to be everywhere and you're never going to get it off and it's going to be with you forever. It's not like that at all. I always tell people it is not that kind of glitter. It is an amazing glitter that comes off with water. But you do want to push a little bit harder, not super hard because that is a silk screen. You just want to push it a little bit more and you can hear the grit. You just want to make sure that it's through there. So there is the cute little acorn. Perfect. Let's dry that real quick. Another cool thing about our shimmers is it takes a little bit longer for them to dry, so you can work a little bit slower than you could with a regular paste. We are going to use a regular paste too. We're going to use our Camel, which is not a shimmer. But you don't have to go super slow, but you want to work pretty relatively quickly with it. So there is that one. Super cute, right? All right, now we're going to do the oak leaves. Okay. All right. I'm just writing oak leaf words, so I know that that's the one with the wording. I like this pattern. This pattern to me, I don't know why, but it reminds me of birch bark. I don't know why. So part of me wants to do it in black, but we're not gonna. We'll do that one in Shimmer Harvest. Maybe we'll do this one in Hot Mess Method with all three colors. Or maybe we'll do that other one in Hot. Let's do this one in Hot Mess Method. I love Hot Mess Method. It's one of my favorites to do. It's one of my favorites. So since this one is going to be kind of on an angle, I think we're going to do, let's see, how do we want to do this? I say we go like this. I want it on an angle, but you could put it like this. It will fit. But because of the way that the box frame is, I'm going to do it on an angle. Again, it makes an interesting looking piece. So that's pretty cool. So let's do Hot Mess. So that means we're going to use all 3 colors. We're just going to dab a little bit here and there. There's that camel. It's almost like a peanut butter color. That's what I call it anyway. I'm going to pull out some stir sticks so I can just dab it on there. And then we'll use 1 squeegee to add it all on. And yes, I am recycling those. You can rinse them and reuse them if you want to. Absolutely. You always want to pull off your extra. If you have extra, you want to pull it off. I know I have plenty of paste on here. That one had a little bit of the harvest, so I don't want to do that. So we are just gonna pull it all through, all of the colors. Now you don't want to do too much because you'll muddle the coloring. I don't want to do that. Just pull all that extra up. And there's a lot. There's a lot still on there. So I used way more than I probably should have. Hold on, guys. Pull that off there. And I just want to pull off any extra that I have. Obviously, you're not going to put that back in the jar. So there is the hot mess method. It's just kind of camouflaged, which is one of my favorite methods to use because I think it makes everything look unique, which to me is just awesome. I like things that are different than everybody else has. And this next one, we'll do an ombre effect. We will actually close up the camel and we'll do an ombre of shimmer crim or shimmer copper and shimmer harvest. There's so many shimmers to choose from. I love our shimmers. They are absolutely beautiful. So I like that one. Set that off to the side. Let's close up our camel because we're not going to use that one again. Let me make sure I'm closing it right. There we go, because we don't want it to dry out. And an ombre effect is really, really cool too. Let me grab another squeegee here. And we are gonna get this going here. All right. Oh, it's been a day today, guys. I went to the doctor with my son who had to get a heart monitor put on. He is okay. We're just monitoring his heart rate. He does have to get an echocardiogram in the next couple weeks. And so there is that. Just to make sure everything is good. We do have heart problems that run in our family, so we are just staying on top of everything. Making sure that everybody is healthy and good to go. All right. So to do the ombre effect, you're going to put so much paste on. You're going to go down so far. There's a couple different ways you can do it. You can go down to a certain point or you can stop. Doesn't have to be exactly level if you don't want it to be. You know, like you can go down further on one side than you do the other. However, I always sit these off to the side because then I use those to dab my hand in to get that ombre effect. Again, some really cool techniques with chalk that you can do. And it just makes everything unique. so many possibilities. So many. All right, so I'm gonna dip my finger and I just dab. That's how I do it. I'm not saying you have to do it like that, but that's how I do it. And then I'm just gonna dab. I'm gonna clean those off in just a second. Clean my finger off. The only reason I'm cleaning my finger off is because I don't want more than what I already have on there. And then you just swirl your finger over top, making sure to cover up that silk screen. And you're gonna pull that off. And there's the ombre effect. You can see, I can't even hold it up right. You can see the two different colors, but they blend in together, which is really, really cool. It's not really showing up very well on the camera. It will when I take a picture of it. And let's dry that real quick. I have glitter on my hand, but it is coming off, so that's always a bonus. Let's close up our paste. Our squeegees are reusable. All of our tools are reusable. So don't feel like you have to throw anything of that out. You don't. All right, I'm gonna lift this up and show you guys. Okay, so we have this one. You can sit the leaf however you want. We have this one, which has all of our words. And then we have this one, which is the acorn. So you can make it all three. You can put them on different shelves, however you want to place them. You can place them in different areas of your house. You can put them on a tiered tray. There's so many awesome ideas for these box frames. And you can do something else on the backside. This can be painted. It can be stained. You can paint it with chalk paste. Any extra you have left over from your fall palette pack. Any of that stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all here Thursday for another live demo. And I will talk to you all later. All right, guys. Bye.